Goeiedag! Good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, in the attached video, you're going to see one Ace Magashule, the gangster, who is the Secretary General of the ANC, spelling out the 8 key points that were determined at the National Executive Committee meeting last weekend. And they talk about all sorts of majoring and minors. But you know the elephant in the room? Crime and corruption. We're talking about crime and corruption amongst the political elite, the ANC brethren, the top bureaucrats, the well-connected, the nepotistic connections, all that sort of stuff doesn't even rate a mention. Why is the South African economy imploding? Well, because of the crime and the corruption, right at the top of the tree. We're not talking about the low-hanging fruit, which you hear about with gangs and things happening, carjackings and stuff like that. We're talking about right at the top, the politicians, the bureaucrats, and, the black privilege people who can go and they can steal from the public purse and never ever go before a court because of it. That is the key issue, which is completely left out of the video that you can watch now. You know why? Because Ace Magashule is one of the key players in crime and corruption. And of course, with his pivotal role, he made sure that was left off the agenda. And the complete incompetence of what's going on at all levels of justice. You look at the Zondo Commission, not one person has been brought before the courts, even though millions of rands have been spent with this whole red herring about exposing crime and corruption. It's a complete red herring. Nothing's going to happen. They're just playing for time. Anyway, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, ring the bell for the updates, and here comes the video.
We woke up this morning on the announcement that the official unemployment rate has risen to 29%. This continues to be the single most important challenge facing our nation. The ANC agreed that among the most critical tasks of the organization as we continue to build a non-racial, non-sexism is therefore to place the economy on an inclusive and higher growth trajectory. Once more on the South African Reserve Bank, the NEC reaffirmed the 54th National Conference resolution to return the sovereignty of this important national institution to the people of South Africa as a whole. And the NEC emphasized the policy positions of the ANC on the mandate of South African Reserve Bank and its independence. And on the issue of allegations against Comrade Derek Haneko, this matter was raised in the meeting of the National Executive Committee, and the National Executive Committee referred this matter to officials for processing. The NEC welcomed government decision to provide assistance to Eskom to address its liquidity challenges, with the understanding that the entity should proceed with reorganizing to improve efficiency and transparency while safeguarding jobs and livelihoods. The ANC welcomed the extraordinary measures to deal with gang violence and violent crimes on the Cape Flats, including the deployment of the South African National Defence Force. And the levels of crime across the country, including gender-based violence, must remain a priority concern of government and all sectors of society. We once more welcome the finalization of the National Health Insurance Bill by Cabinet, the establishment of an NHI war room, and the signing of a health compact between government and various sectors of our society. The National Executive Committee confirmed its commitment to our national climate change obligations with a just transition as responsible global citizens. In conclusion, the National Executive Committee calls on all leaders and members of the African National Congress across the country to maintain unity, discipline, and embark on renewal so that it focuses all its energy on building a united, non-racial, non-sexist, democratic, and prosperous